Paul Kennedy from Interchem. I'm here with Damien. Damien, you might just introduce yourself and tell me a bit about what you do in your business.
Yeah, so I'm Damien Carroll. I work with the feed and barn team with the Lely Centre in Mullingar and Lely Centre, Kilkenny. We install, fit and service these calf feeders from Foster Technique.
Yeah.
We have over 500 calf feeders in our region. We do all automated milking machines, calf feeders, scrapers, feed pushers, all across the board.
Yeah.
Across our Lely Centre in Mullingar and Lely Centre Kilkenny.
So I suppose I'm here with Damien today because we've been getting quite a few calls to our offices about how do I feed the Precision Microbes postbiotic through the automatic feeder. So, and I suppose a lot of the queries that we get are from guys that have a Foster Technic or a Lely feeder.
Yeah.
So look, it'd be great for you to show us how to retrofit it for those that don't have that pump on the machine.
Yeah.
Because the Precision Microbes, obviously we're trying to feed it for maybe up to 30 or 40 days, and a lot of farmers, you know, have the automatic feeders now for labour purposes. So it'd be great for you to show your experience with that today.
Yeah.
So Damien, you might just go through some of the things that we need to fit the dispenser onto the automatic feeder, maybe the tools and some of the equipment that a farmer might need or that you'd use when you're fitting it to the machine.
Yeah, no hassle. So basically, you need very little tools.
Okay.
If you have a set of screwdrivers, a 10mm spanner, you don't even need them all. Just something to bait out the squares.
Right.
So I'm just going to use these today, and basically maybe pipe cutters if you need to cut the pipes. Also, you can use pliers or vice strips or something.
And so what we have here then, these are the bits that we need to. This is the pump to fit onto the machine.
Yeah. So this is the pump itself. So it has hosing and all with it.
Okay.
This is the bracket up here to hold the pump along with the detergent pump, and if you have a third pump, to hold the third pump as well.
Right.
So basically we just hit out these squares,
Yeah.
put our pump into it, and then this frame sits in into the machine.
Okay.
This is your manual for each different calf feeder. So there's 4 different types of calf feeders that can be retrofitted onto.
Yeah.
So it just gives you the manual on each one, how to do it stage to stage, and your wiring diagram. And these are your wires from the pump to the back board.
So they're just plug and play, pretty much plug into
in.
the original.
Yeah, basically.
board.
Yeah, and basically it tells you exactly what port to put it into, and it's wired up already for you and everything. So it's just a matter of putting it in.
So this is the kit. So when a farmer comes to Lely Mullingar and says, I want to fit one, I don't have it on my machine, this is essentially the kit that
This is essentially, yeah, everything he needs, even down as far as the cable ties, the nuts, the bolts, everything's in the kit.
Perfect.
And this is just a quick start menu, how to basically, when you have the machine fitted, how to set it up on your calf feeder and how to do out your plan for your specific way you want to use it.
So yeah, we'll go through maybe fitting it onto the machine or describing it as whatnot. But you said like a farmer can fit this himself if he's fairly savvy enough and he's confident enough, he should be able to do it. Or is maybe his tech is a guy that was handy enough on the tools, or handy to have a go with it. But it's not too difficult.
No, it's very simple. It's very simple. A couple of hours and you'd have it on. No, very easy. Yeah. So it is. On the feeder, all the holes are already pre-drilled.
Right. So
there's just a matter of popping out plastic pop-outs to put your pipes through and screws and different things like that.
Perfect. So Damien, before I suppose either an engineer or a farmer goes near the feeder, is there any tips before he goes retrofitting or doing adjustments to the machine? Is there anything he needs to do?
Yeah. So basically just turn off the feeder and ensure there's no power to the feeder. Just because you're going to be routing with the backboard and in at the boiler and different things like that has power connected to them. So just to avoid any accidents.
The switch for the feeders in the side?
No, if you come round here, it's just an on-off quick switch here. So just literally turn it off, and that's the power kill to it. And you can plug it out then to be just extra safe. Just plug it out, yeah. That's it.
So Damien, I'm coming to fit my liquid dispenser pump now on the machine. I open the side door. And I suppose what am I faced with, or what are my first steps that I maybe need to do?
Yeah.
So I've got my kit and I've got my few bits that you showed me earlier on.
Yeah.
I have this is my detergent dispenser on the machine.
At the minute, yeah.
So what I need to take this off to put on the frame and to fit the liquid dispenser pump and the detergent pump onto this and then bolt it back on. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
Paul. So basically, first step is you get your star screwdriver.
Yeah.
So you take your 2 screws out of your detergent pump that's already fitted.
Okay.
As I just maybe missed, there's a black one on your newer feeders and a yellow detergent pump on your older feeders.
Right, okay.
But it doesn't matter, both of them will fit into this.
Both can fit into the new frame.
Easy, yeah.
Okay.
So you continue to take out our screws, top and bottom. There's 2 Phillips screws.
Yeah.
Take them out. This will slide.
This is wired now already, is it?
Yeah, this is wired in already.
Okay.
So basically, we'll take it out. So we take out our cabling. So then we can take it out completely.
Okay, so these come off this then essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
And
we take.
this one here is obviously one that's already fitted onto the machine. So
Yeah.
don't avoid this one. But basically this is one that's already pre-wired,
Yeah.
ready to
So
go.
we're just
So we're
demonstrating.
we're taking the pump off, the detergent pump on,
Yeah.
and then we've got our kit.
So we got our kit now. So this is your detergent one. So your detergent one will sit in the middle.
Yeah.
Holes are pre-drilled. So
Okay.
you basically just sit it in before you put on your machine.
Right.
Screw it up.
Yeah.
Get your new adhesive pump.
Yeah.
Put it in this side. So
Okay.
it's the right hand side when you're looking into it.
Yeah.
And then basically screw it in as
We're
well.
screwing them on then, right?
Yeah.
So that they're ready to go and ready to bolt on. But before we need to connect the cables back up to the back of these guys.
Yes,
again.
exactly.
Okay. So are the cables are separate, aren't they?
Yeah, and they come with the feeder. So
Yeah.
we have the cable in here. So this is what comes with the kit. So you have your cable with your 3 wires, labelled cable 1, which is labelled 1. Then you have this other black cable was labelled cable 2, which is on it there somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you have your earth cable. And they literally just plug into your
We're plugging them back into each of the liquid dispenser and the
detergent
dispenser,
dispenser.
and we're feeding them back to the circuit board where we have to wire them in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just make sure that you identify the 2 pumps, because as on this feeder you can see they look the exact same.
Right.
So green is going to be your liquid dispenser,
Okay.
and blue is going to be your detergent.
Right. Okay.
So we just have to make sure that
So maybe
we plug the right.
a little label or something.
Exactly.
just to,
Yeah.
To say which one is.
Or you
liquid
can see on the top is like pump 2 is your liquid.
Right.
And you can just have your middle one as
Okay. Perfect.
your detergent.
So essentially, then once these are connected in and the cables are stuck in and we've wired them through, that can go back on. and
That
just
can
be-
go back
and fit it in here like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
exactly. So, but before we do that stage, we would just obviously run our cables as you said.
We'll do
and
that now. will we?
yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Right, so Damien, we've got the 2 pumps fitted on the side of the machine now onto that stainless steel bracket.
Yeah.
And now we need to wire it up at the back into the circuit board.
Yeah.
So you might just maybe show me what we need to do there, if that's okay.
Yeah, no hassle. So there's 6 screws in the back of this, 7 actually. So just you'll have to take that one out completely. So we already have that out, and then you loosen these 6.
Yeah.
So you will, and then this whole back thing just slides over. You don't have to take them out. Slides over, and it comes out off. So
Oh, yeah.
just unplug your air wire that's attached to the back of it,
Right, okay.
and just leave it down out of your way. So basically, our cabling that we showed in the
Yeah.
previously,
Yeah.
this is it here. So basically, it's coming through the back of the feeder, and it comes out up.
holes,
Yeah, these holes up here. So
Okay.
we're going into port 9, which is marked on our block connector. So basically, we bring the cabling out the hole right over X9, which is there.
Yeah.
Bring it out through the air tightness fitting. So basically, we have it to this stage now.
Right. And we need to put our block onto it then, do we?
Yeah, exactly. So with a flat screwdriver, we put on our block then, which we have already done. So earth in the top, 1 in 2, and cable 2 in 3, which is all marked there.
Okay. And what you said, the most important thing is to have the earth at the top, in the top block.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, because if you go and put cable 1 in 1 and 2 in 2 and earth in the bottom, it will blow the fuse and trip the switch.
Okay.
So your cabling is labelled 1 and 2, as we know. And common mistakes is people see 1, 2 and 3 on this, and they automatically think, well, 1 goes into 1 and 2 goes into 2 and the earth goes into 3, but it's actually quite different. So the earth actually goes into 1, cable 1 goes into 2 and cable 2 goes into 3. So really and truly you should pass no remarks off the numbers on the block connector and just go off the cabling. So earth in the top, cable 1 and 2 and cable 2 down in the third one. And look, if you get hand confused, it's all in the manual for this. So yeah,
that's going into this block.
Block 9. So basically just goes in like that, push it in, and that's it. Perfect. And it'll sit there nicely, and then just basically that's all done in here now. Yeah. So once you have your cabling through, you have your all tightened up, you just put back on your backboard. So literally plug in your earth again, and
we're ready to do the piping then, is it?
Yep. Okay. So just slide it back on and tighten up your bolts. So all good.
So Damien, we've got our wiring into the back of the circuit board done.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got our 2 pumps fitted to the metal frame.
Yeah.
And now what we're going to do now, just to maybe explain, we're going to put it back into place. Is it ready to go then, essentially?
Yeah. So Paul, we're well on the way now. So we are. So basically we have the cabling in, as you just said. We have our 2 pumps in the frame. So basically we're just going to plug in our cablings into the back of the pump, and that'll be us set. Okay. So one at the front just plugs in like that. 2, just double check your numbering, goes into the back one, and then your earth, which is your green and yellow, just goes into this one here out on its own and just plugs in like that. Just make sure they're all secure in your chemical and your liquid dispenser. Yeah. And once all is clear, we basically put it back in here. So just kind of swivel it in carefully. And just to actually mention, these cables here are going to be very close to this bottom corner, so just don't over tighten it when you... So basically just push in the cables, the frame will fit in nice and neatly. Holes are pre-drilled. Yeah. So them cables there will come out into that nice alleyway there for it. Right, okay.
So Damien, we've got our 2 pumps now fitted to the stainless steel unit and screwed back in. Wires are connected. We've put our earth back into the door here. And you might just explain to me what these tubes are then, and you know what ones we need to be looking out for, or where are we piping them through?
Yeah. So Paul, essentially now all is fitted. Basically we just do our cabling. So we'll start here. So this is the one feeding the pump. So it's going out to our drum here. So it's your probiotics. So then it goes through the pump, out this green one, and out this already fitted hole that we just pop out and put the seal around, and it's heading off to the jug. So we can show that after. And this is just a waistline if the tube happened to bust or anything. It just goes down and out through the bottom of the feeder. So green is going to always represent our liquid dispenser. Right. So that can be fitted on that side or this side. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And then this is our detergent one, which is blue, which is going to identify it. Yeah. So you have this one here, which is on your left, going to out to your barrel or whatever, your drum. Then you have this red one, which is going to your jug with your detergent, feeding the detergent to it. So it goes round the pump like that. And then you just have this weight, also the same as that one, for a waste or whatever, and it's just going out under the feeder.
So Damien, we've got all the piping done. We've got our drum of Precision Microbes. We've got our tube going into it to enable it to suck it out. Any other bits that we need to put on the machine now before we start?
Yes, so basically we're down to the very last step now, Paul. So basically it goes through the pump. As we were just looking previously, it comes out through here. So there will be one of these little caps in that hole, and you literally just push it out with a flat screwdriver. And these little rubber protectors come with the kit, so literally just cut it and slot it in there. Bring your feed line out and just put this hook that will come in the kit as well onto the end of the green hose. And basically at this stage now, all you have to do is fit this little black rubber bracket. Yeah, so basically we open the door on this side of the feeder in with the boiler. So basically just make sure your feeder is off because you're going in around the boiler. So basically we just reach in to the very back. Now it will be hard to see in here, and we just literally have our 10 spanner in here and we tighten up that bolt. So you reach in there and you get right to the end of it, and it'll either have someone to help you or whatever, and just literally tighten the two of them together and tighten them up there, and that will hold the hook in place. And once you have that done, pretty simple to do that bit, and then we just literally tighten it so that can't fall down, and just tuck it there nice and neat. So we will, just to make sure that that end is always clean, the powder dust doesn't stick to the end of it and block it up, so just make sure that's clean. And we can put a bit of a cable tie on the top of that to stop it sliding down out of the bracket like that. So we will just fit a cable tie with that also comes with your kit. So anything you need at all to fit this comes with your kit, bar obviously the tools. Right. So yeah, we'll just get a cable tie out of our kit. We're down to the last little bits in our kit, and basically just wrap it around the top of it. Tighten it up on the top, snip it off, and then that'll stop that from falling down. And that's really all the stuff fitted. So we'll now go to our handheld and do that section.
So Damien, we've all the equipment fitted on the machine. We need to start it up now, and I'd love to be able to feed my Precision Microbes at a rate of 30 mils per head per day for 30 days. So I'm looking for 30 mils per calf for 30 days.
Yeah.
How do I go about setting that up now on the handheld? Or you might go through that with us.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So basically there is a quick start here. So this will tell you all the steps. This is for a powder one, but it's actually the same for a liquid. So basically the stage we're at now, our feeder's off. We have the system fitted. We basically have to tell the machine now that it has a liquid dispenser on it, okay, to let it know, because at the minute it doesn't know, so you can turn it on and there'll be no difference. Right. So basically the first thing we'll do is turn our feeder back on, and while you're turning it on, hold 2 on the handheld. So you can turn 2, while you're holding 2, can take up to 30 to 40 seconds for it to go into the setup menu. You just have to be patient with this section because it does take time.
And Damien, Lely Centre Mullingar, their technicians will be on the phone if lads needed any help on this.
Yeah, there will be. Yeah, there will be support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we can leave the number of witches, and if they get to this stage and they're kind of getting lost,
talk through it at this stage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just really all on the handheld. All the hard labour is done at this stage. So yeah, we're at the setup menu now, Paul. So basically, we can take our hand off 2 now. So we have all our individual groups here. So basically, we go down to equipment, scroll down till your arrow's at the side of it. Press enter, and then here is all the attachments you can have on the feeder. So basically this feeder obviously has all the main simple things. So we go down till we come to adhesive dispenser 2, which is our liquid dispenser. So as you can see at the minute, the both of them are off. So as we said earlier, liquid adhesive dispenser 1 is your powder, so don't do anything with it. Just go to 2 and turn 2 on. And how we do that, when the box is on it, we press enter. It starts flashing, so use your down arrow just to turn it to yes. And press enter again, and then it'll turn solid. So now we've told the machine that this liquid dispenser has been added. So we simply escape out of that now. Escape again, and it'll say setup terminate, and you just press enter. and the machine will start up now, do its procedure to start up. May take 30 to 40 seconds again, so we just be patient and let it start up, and then we can work towards setting our prescription up and giving it to the groups that requires it. So basically what you'll see is your jug will empty. It will pour a bit of water in till the probe or sensor in the jug detects it, and then it'll just, once it detects it, the calf feeder will turn on and go into your automatic mode, so it will recognise that it's on. So basically at this stage now, Paul, we go into animal management. We press 2, which is your main menu, then down to feeding, press enter. So now you can see we have the adhesive here now, so literally go down to it, press enter on it, and then we go down to medicine prescription.
Okay.
So we go down to it, press enter. So prescription 1 is the one we're going to set up now. So basically P1 is it is basically what you want to set up, so days, and then you're going from to whatever.
Okay.
So if you want to go, say, I know you want to go from 30 to 30 for 30 days, but
Yeah.
if you want to go a bit more
Longer
or complicated, you could go from 15
Okay.
up to 30 over a period of time.
Okay.
So basically we'll just go, if we press,
The calves on this farm probably hit the feeder after what, a week or so.
yeah, about 10 days or so.
Yeah, and then but then so we could set it up as soon as they hit the feeder. We can actually have it that they're on the Precision Microbes straight away. So that would be day 0, would it? Essentially, in that regard, once they go onto the feeder.
Yeah, so it'll be day 0.
Okay.
So basically we're putting this in for the first 30 days.
Yes.
So if we press enter, we're down, the arrow's there, so if we press enter, days will start flashing. We just type in 30. Make sure it is flashing when you're changing it, because if it's not flashing, the screen will jump over to some other, whatever the symbol means.
Okay.
So just once you have your figure in, you press enter, and we're going 30 again, so it's flashing now. Enter. Type in your 30, press enter, and it will move over to, so we're going to 30 again, press enter. So now we've it set up for 30 days, 30 grams to 30 grams, or mils, whatever.
30 mils,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, if you wanted to kind of wean them off it, you can go P2 and maybe go 5 days and go 20 grams down. You can wean them off it either and set, yeah,
okay.
if you wanted. But
Okay.
look, for this purpose, we will just go 30-30 and we're happy. So the duration now is 30 days. The dosage, you can change it either to grams per day, or if we put it, you can change it to whatever you want. Grams per litre, grams per 100 kilos, and they're the 3 options you have. So basically we're going grams per day to have them getting 30 grams per day, or 30 mils. So press enter to make sure that's happy, and then you can distribute it different ways. So you can have it equally throughout each feeding.
Okay.
So if a calf's getting 3 feeds a day, it will divide it into 10 grams per feeding. Or you can press enter on that, because you're in the box on it, and you can change it to twice daily.
Right.
So they'll get morning and evening. Or you can go once, they'll get the 30 grams at once in the morning, or whenever they come to the feeder first. So in this case, we'll just go equally. So that will mean if they're getting 3 feeds, they will get it.
Every feed.
Exactly, yeah. So we just press enter on that. And then the last thing is just the dispenser in this section. We have to make sure and assign a dispenser. So there's none at the minute, so that obviously wouldn't apply until you allocate it to a dispenser. So in this case, it's a liquid one, so we go to 2. It automatically goes to 2 the minute you move it, because we set it up in the equipment. So you press enter once you have 2 in, and that's basically our prescription setup. As simple as you can get, that's it set up. So basically, if we escape out of this now and go up to groups and press enter, we go to group C, because these calves are in group C, so these are the ones we want to put it in. So you see adhesive 2 is turned off at the minute.
Right.
So if we press enter on that, enter twice, it'll start flashing. So we hit P1, which is prescription 1, the one we're after setting up.
Okay.
So we're happy with that. So we press enter on that, and then it'll just ask you, are you happy to set it up on that group? And we just say yes again. And that's it set up on that. So each calf in this pen now, for the first 30 days, will get 30 grams of the microbe precision. So the next stage, we will just escape back to the main menu now. And we're going to calibrate. It's coming up failure calibration because we haven't calibrated our pump yet. So we'll do that now. This is just a quick start, and basically there's 2 adhesive dispensers you can add. One is a powder and 2 is your liquid one. Some people, when you're doing it in your equipment and setting it up on the feeder, they automatically think, oh well, I'm only adding 1, so I'll set it as 1. And when you turn on one, say yes to it, turn on your feeder, the liquid dispenser won't work because the liquid one is actually 2 and the powder one is 1. So just make sure you're setting it up as adhesive dispenser 2 and say yes to it, and no to liquid dispenser or adhesive dispenser 1.
So Damien, we've got the settings set up on the handheld for feeding 30 mils for 30 days now of the Precision Microbes. What's left to do on the machine now at this stage?
Yeah, so basically we just have to prime the line just to get the probiotics through the system,
right,
and then we'll calibrate it. So,
okay,
so basically on the handheld, we'll just go to 2, go down to diagnostics, press enter, then go to motors, press enter, and then go to adhesive 2. And if we just move our jug out of the way here now, so basically whatever type of jug you're using or whatever, just tear it if you're using the scales. So I'm just using the old jug I use. So sit it on, just tear it till it's back to 0. Your scale should go into minus figures then. So basically we're gonna start the pump now. So we put our jug in under and we just press enter on start, and it will pump out what it thinks 20 grams is. It goes on time, so it'll probably
20 grams or 30 grams or
20 grams.
20.
Yeah, it's just weighed in 20, but
does it in weights of 20?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but the calves will get 30 or whatever you have it set to. So the pump will run for how many seconds it thinks 20 grams is. So basically we weigh what it's after giving us now. So it is actually giving us 32.5. So you tell the machine now an actual what you got. So we just put in 3.2 enter, and then 0.5 enter, and then hit that, and then it'll reset the time. So it's saying it takes 7 seconds to pump out that. I would recommend do it roughly 3 times, the same procedure, just to get an accurate result. And that's how you calibrate it. So basically we'll just show you the quick start the Foster give for the liquid dispenser. Now this one is on the powder, but it's the exact same for liquid. So if you want to test the liquid dispenser, we go to 2 on the handheld, which is the book, then diagnostics, then motors, then adhesive 2, and press enter, and it should run the pump. So then we go down to calibration as we showed previously. You just go to the book, which is 2, calibration, components, adhesive, and then we tear our jug, press start, it'll pour out what it thinks 20 mils is, and then you tell the machine actually what it is. So now we're set up, we can turn around here and create our plan. So to create your plan, you go to 2 again on the handheld, go to feeding, go to adhesive, and then we'll go to medicine, prescription, and we set up prescription 1. So for this particular farm we're on today, we're going with 30 days 30 grams to 30 grams. So basically you'd put in P1, you'd put 30, which is your days, 30 grams to 30 grams. So for the first 30 days, they're getting solid 30 grams of the micro. So basically that's all that. So it's just showing a calendar that the calf will get it for the 30 days. And it's equally, you can distribute it equally throughout the day. You can see here it's once a day, so the calf will get it in the morning feed. You can see now it's twice a day, so the calf will get in the morning feed and the afternoon feed. And then equally, it will just divide it out throughout how many times the calf is feeding throughout the days. Then just to add it to the calf's plan. So basically again we go to 2, go to feeding, go to adhesive, and then we go to groups. So we're giving it to a full group of calves. We literally pick the group we want. So in this case, on this farm, we're picking group C, and we just turn it on and say yes to it. And that will feed 30 grams for 30 days for every calf on the feeder.